Hey everyone, welcome back to Little Shop of Nerds. I'm Julia,
Mike, what's up?
and I just hope y'all, if you live in the United States, I hope you all had a good and safe 4th of July.
Yay, the 4th, fireworks, and drunk uncles talking, what's wrong with America?
I really hope that
America.
I hope none of you blew off any fingers while setting off firecrackers.
Oh, I remember. Remember playing firecrackers in works as a kid?
Yeah,
I
remember.
Hell, I remember one time I worked at a camp. We had a bottle rocket war. We shot bottle rockets at each other.
That sounds dangerous.
It was.
Yeah.
I took one in the back.
Oh, okay. That's good to see that you're still here and that you didn't, die from that.
Nah, it was only a small bottle rocket. I think.
Okay, well, see, this is what rednecks do, apparently.
I ain't no redneck.
And you sure do act like it.
Now, if I was a redneck, I would say, America, where's my truck?
You just said it.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so last week's hint was Turn Back Time.
Mm-hmm. And today we're going to talk about a 90s film starring Gwyneth Paltrow. You might know her from Iron Man, other movies, and also the founder of, what's it called, Goop or whatever it's called.
Yeah, she also named her child Apple.
Okay. Now we're naming kids after food. Why not? If Kevin Smith can name his daughter after Harley Quinn, so what else is new?
Yeah, so the name of the movie came out in 1998. It is called Sliding Doors. I did not know this movie existed until I watched a music video by Aqua.
You might know them as the band in the 90s, 2000s where they did the song Barbie Girl.
Yeah, so they have a song. It was just an insert song.
Insert.
Yeah, but it was just a song that played in the background in one of the scenes. It was called Turn Back Time. And it's like the only ballad on their CD, which their CD was actually pretty good. It was just a shame that their first song that they put out was Barbie Girl. So then everybody automatically thought that they were a parody band.
Well,
and it's pretty bad because I sent you the link to Turn Back Time.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. So, it's a shame, but their CD was actually pretty lit.
I did, since the song is called Turn Back Time, I think Cher also has a song called Turn Back Time too.
Probably. I mean, it's a pretty popular phrase,
Oh yeah, I would expect.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's start talking about it if you've never seen it.
Starts in London, England, people. So that means Gwyneth Paltrow is not going to be an American accent, in a British accent.
And she did a pretty good job with the British accent, I thought.
It was good, so I'm not going to complain too bad. It's better than Dick Van Dyke on Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm going to have to say, okay, her British accent's better than the dude who fucking wrote Hamilton, Lin-Manuel.
Oh, yeah.
I had to say Dick Van Dyke's better than his British accent, but Gwyneth Paltrow is better, so let's just put it that way.
Yeah, so, she's getting ready for work, and she gives her boyfriend a kiss as she's leaving. Now, her boyfriend apparently is a bum, and he's trying to write a novel.
Yeah, novel. Wink. Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as she leaves, he kind of wakes up and he takes the phone off the hook. And then he goes and he takes a shower. Well,
okay, before we give a little context, if you want to know why the phone's off the hook, this is how back then if we wanted adult fun time with each other, meaning we didn't want no one calling us, so we took the phone off the hook and just plowed.
Yeah, so, because back in the 90s, we had phones also that were cordless at that time, too.
It's true, but it's just, we did it, so we didn't want to hear the alarm going off Because today we just put our phone on silent and it's like put it in the drawer and like go at
Or
it.
turn it off.
It's pretty much like that with cordless phones or regular phones. You couldn't turn it off.
Yeah. You could unplug it from the wall if you really wanted to.
You could, but
it was just easier just to take it off the hook.
And then you just get that little voice and it's like, your phone is off the hook. You might want to put it back on, you fuckers.
You'd hear like a beep, like a busy sound.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. That's what you would hear if you tried to call. So she leaves and she's on her way, like I said, she's on her way into work. She got like some sort of like pastry or something from this guy on her way. She had a really old cell phone that just kind of, it's not like the
Keo phone.
Yeah, it's not like that, but
it was like the old. It was like it was still like a small brick, but it had a flip to it.
Yeah, and so she's on her way into work. Like I said, I've said that like 3 times now. She gets something from like this little store, and then she goes into a liquor store, and she buys liquor before she goes into work. And as she's going to work, she's going shit because she's late. So she gets in there, and she's in a room full of men, basically.
Yeah, typical.
And they held up a box of Smirnoff, and basically there was nothing in there. She's like, well, it was my birthday on Friday, so I needed something. Yeah, my British accent is horrible. So she took the Smirnoff without asking when they needed it for a meeting that they were having. So they essentially fired her.
And I get it, hey, it's company property, they needed that. But here's the thing, right? She pretty much tells those fuckers off, pretty much. And one of them saying lesbian, I'm like, okay, I don't get that shit whatsoever. Even I know that's sexist, but I'm like, seriously, if a girl is yelling at you, it's not it's not PMS, it's not they're gay or anything. I don't know how sexuality is a part of that damn crap.
Well, I mean, with it being the 90s.
I get it, but then again, in the 90s, if you look, we pretty much put gay to anything.
I mean, the 90s was like a wasteland, but it was also some of the glorious times of our lives.
Yeah, like say if a guy tries to express his feelings back then, they say, I don't want to say because I don't want.
Yeah, he would be considered gay.
Or they say the F word, not fuck, the other one, the slur. But besides that, that's how the gray areas of the 90s were. But there was a lot more gray areas than the other years before.
Yeah, so we're getting off topic. So this is where things kind of take a turn.
Yeah.
So she goes into the subway to catch the train home. Like, she's upset because she just got
laid off.
She got sacked from her job. And she misses the train by a second. By the time she got to the train, because like there was this little girl who was playing with a Barbie who was like going up the had her Barbie on the stairs and she was going up the stairs. So then the name of the character is Helen. And so Helen had to go around the little girl, and then she missed the train by like literally a second. The doors had just shut. This is probably where we get the name Sliding Doors from.
Yes. And they wind it back, and I know you think it's a time dimension, but I think
no, it's an alternate reality, basically.
Alternate reality.
What if?
Yeah, it's pretty much this movie is a big what if, what if she didn't miss the door, or she could better her. We'll get to that later, but like I said, this movie is the big what if.
Mm-hmm.
You get the point.
That's a very, very good concept. Like, I really enjoyed the concept because I don't think I've ever seen a movie that had something like this. And so then they rewind time, turn back time, and this time the little girl gets moved out of the way by her mother, and Helen makes it onto the train just like she's able to stop the doors from closing, and then she's able to get on the train. So she's at the same time that she's left outside the door, she's on the train as well, and you kind of just they don't see each other, but you kind of see what's going to happen. So it does switch back and forth between the two timelines.
Yes.
To show how different her life has become because she missed the train or because she got on the train.
Well, that, and also you could say maybe how it ends, maybe because maybe the alternate one where she has the short hair is the fake world, and the long one is the real one.
Yeah, and we're gonna get into what we're talking about. So let us. So how about we just start on, instead of switching back and forth between the timelines like they did in the movie, how about we just go ahead and just do one timeline, and then we'll talk about the other one.
Alright.
So
it'll make much faster and simpler.
Yeah. So I want to talk about the timeline where she did not make the train first.
Alright, yeah.
But I won't finish it until we talk about the other one.
Yep.
Because I think you know. So she doesn't make the train. And she's standing on the platform and she's waiting for the other train. And then there's an announcement saying, hey, train's been delayed. And she has to go out and get a taxi. While she's waiting for a taxi, she almost gets mugged. Her head gets smashed into a tree. And she loses, the taxi driver takes her to the hospital and then takes her home. She's trying to call her boyfriend, Jerry, at this time. But Jerry is fucking somebody else, which was, I think it was an ex-girlfriend of his. They broke up, she went back to the United States, and then she came back, and he was basically having an affair with her while he was in a relationship with Helen. So she comes home, and she's like, we broke up, or I got fired, and he's trying so hard to hide his infidelity from her, and she just doesn't really see it at the time. So they go out, that night, and then he's just trying to hide this infidelity from her, and she starts to get suspicious. So because she couldn't find a PR job, because that's what she was doing, was PR. She couldn't find a PR job, so then she starts working at the shop that she stopped at earlier. She was a waitress. She was burning out because she was working so hard to provide for her and her deadbeat boyfriend, who was basically, screwing another woman behind her back. And it just shows just how bad, her life seemed to be because of all of this. So then, she does end up pregnant by her boyfriend's baby, or not by her boyfriend's baby. She gets pregnant by her boyfriend, and we come to find out that the girlfriend, the affair partner,
the mistress,
she was also pregnant, and she told she invited Helen to her house or her apartment for an interview. When Jerry was going to be there, then Helen found out that Jerry was cheating on her, and then she fell down the stairs and ended up in the hospital. And then she did ultimately end up losing the baby. So sorry, the trigger warning for any of you that have lost, a child. So we're going to go back in time, back to when she did get on the train.
Alright.
So she gets home, and she finds him.
Okay.
Finds them fucking, basically, on her bed.
Yes, he's pretty much and also playing Elton John, saying you never like Elton John. And throughout the movie, she kicks him out.
Well, she moved out.
Well, that's true.
And she went and lived with her best friend.
Yeah, she moved out with her best friend, going to the Brit. But before that, she meets a guy named James.
It's while she was on the train.
Yes. And he quotes Monty Python?
Monty Python. I don't remember what it was, but she gave the wrong punchline, which was supposed to be something about the Spanish Inquisition or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, she'll look that up. Well, like I say, they start hitting off. Then she goes back home, find her boyfriend doing the dirty, or fucking, if you want to put it that way.
Girl was on top.
Pretty much. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter who likes to be on top or bottom. It's your choice. At least they weren't 69ing.
Don't even.
Hey, you know, right? But anyways, like I said, she left. She goes to the bridge, and I think James stops her, and she goes to the bridge. She goes back. She goes to a bar where James is with his friend, and they pretty much get drunk and have a good time. And she goes back to her friends. Her ex-boyfriend keeps bugging her to take me back, and in my opinion, guys, don't do that. That's just, you fucked up, own up to it, and leave. Besides that, she decides to go do some part-time job till she gets her own PR job back, or get a new job as a PR. And James suggested, hey, why don't you be your own boss? And she does. She starts a little small business.
Yeah, she also changed her hairstyle.
Short
blonde.
And, she wants to be with James, but what happened with her ex, she just doesn't know she wants that right away. And James is, doing right, just being there for her, make her laugh, and they do just start getting together a little bit, and I guess she's having a good life. I guess she does have sex with him, and he goes on a business trip, and he wanted to call her, but I guess he was too afraid to do it.
Yeah, because before he went on the business trip, Jerry found her at her first big PR event, and he kissed her, and James saw the kiss, and then he just didn't call her after that because he was afraid to, because he thought that she might try to rekindle things with her ex. And to me, it was just kind of I thought it was a bit sad.
Yeah, it was. And besides that, he comes back, he visits his mother, and she goes to his workplace, and turns out she's at the hospital with his wife. And here's the thing, he thought he was cheating on her, but on his wife with her, but turns out they're separated. They're going to get divorced. They do that to keep it up with the mother, because in the hospital they don't want to make it worse. Charade, and he does find her, and they pretty much made up. They did the old trope, making up in the rain, kissing in the rain. I don't get why that's in every freaking romance movie.
I cannot seem to find the plot or the punchline. What he said. I'm still gonna keep looking.
Besides that, she gets hit by a car, getting taken in the ambulance, and they're going to lose the baby. I guess she pretty much passes away.
Which then, so she passes away with James at her side. Because she was pregnant with James, like Mike said, she was pregnant with James's child. So going back to I guess what we could say is that she is, I guess we could say that the timeline where she dies at the end is the I mean, basically that's where that timeline ends. And to me, that's sad.
Oh, and I also found that quote.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, hang on. It's if I
Mm.
no one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Okay, yeah. So, at the end of the timeline where she did not die, she basically, like, Jerry stayed by her side the entire time that she was in the hospital. But at that point, she already knew that he had been cheating on her and that Lydia was pregnant with his baby. And she told him that he's like, I'll do anything you want. And she's like, I want you to get up. I want you to walk out that door, close the door behind you, and never come back. But not quite like that, but that's the gist of it. So she was basically breaking up with him. And he does what she said. And then when she's released from the hospital, she misses the elevator door at the end. So we have that sliding door effect again. And the door opens up and there's James. And this is how she met him at the beginning of the movie, was one of her earrings fell off. And he picked it up. And because when she ran into him on the train, when she did get on the train, he was like, oh yeah, I was the one that picked up your earring for you. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah. But, she didn't really want to talk. She just wanted to enjoy her book. So at the end, when they get on the elevator together, he asks her the same thing, and she quoted it perfectly, which is what Mike just said. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. And then they just look at each other, and then that's the end of the movie.
Yeah, and it's I think it's a good movie. I give it a 7 out of 10.
I give it an 8.5 out of 10, but I'm just like the sappy kind. Like, I don't understand, because Rotten Tomatoes, the critics gave it a 65, and the audience gave it a 77. I personally think that, and I mean, I did get some other actually good scores. Let me see if I can find some here. I'm on IMDb right now, and Metascore gave it a 59. But let's see, there was actually some other scores I saw. So it opened up at number 17 at the U.S. box office with $834,817 during its first weekend, but increased by 96.5% to $1,640,438 on its second weekend. It ended up with a total gross of $11,841,544 in the United States and Canada. It also saw success in the United Kingdom and was the highest grossing local production for the year, with a total box office gross in excess of 12 million. The 12 million euros or pounds, whatever. The film's total worldwide takings totaled over $67 million.
Well, I think why critics, but like I said, the Rotten Tomatoes, the critics and everything like that, it's, if you gotta look at it a certain way, like, the critics gave their opinion, they think why it's so bad. They look at it as the art performance, not as the story. But with the, like, moviegoers like us, we look at it from the art, from the camera angles, the story, and everything.
Here's some critical responses. So Rotten Tomatoes gives the film a 65% approval rating based on 54 reviews with an average rating of 6.3 out of 10. The critics' consensus reads, despite the gimmicky feel of the split narratives, the movie is watchable due to the winning performances by the cast. Metacritic gave the film a score of 59 out of 100 based on 23 reviews, indicating the reaction as mixed or average. Time Out described the film as essentially a romantic comedy with a nifty gimmick. Angie Arrigo of Empire gave the film 3 out of 5 stars. Roger Ebert gave it 2 out of 4 stars and was critical of the screenplay.
And if you don't know who Roger Ebert is, he's an old movie critic who had actually a show with another critic named Siskel.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys want to learn about that, go to Channel Awesome and look, because was it Doug Walker has a couple of videos about them, and I think he even did the best 10 of their reviews.
Yeah, so I liked it. Like, I mean, I don't really like Gwyneth Paltrow.
She's, truth be told, I'm not either. She's good in Iron Man and stuff, but I'm not a big fan of her. She's a great actress, but I'm just not a big fan of her.
Yeah, but I really did like her in this movie. Like I said, I didn't even know that this movie existed until I was watching the music video for Aqua's Turn Back Time. Which, if you've never seen it, I highly recommend you go over and you watch it right now, because they had some good hits. It was just a shame that the first song that they decided to release was Barbie Girl. So then everybody just automatically assumed, oh, parody band, and they just became a one-hit wonder.
I think that's like every band in the 90s, if you look at it. Blink-182 is 2000s. But still, you got...
But Blink-182 was not a one-hit wonder, though, because they came out with other great songs.
No, even the, what's it called?
Like Vanilla Ice was a one-hit wonder.
If you look at...
Million Vanilli or something like that, they were also a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, but they also lip-sync, so...
Yeah, I know. That's why they were a one-hit wonder.
But besides that, but with Vanilla Ice, he also made a second good song.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's called Go Ninja Go.
Go Ninja, go! Go Ninja, go Ninja.
You better stop before we get copyright suit like Smosh did with Pokemon. But besides that, yes, that was a good song. But no, you got the Offsprings? They did that song. The Offsprings have good songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But most people remember I'm Pretty Fly for a White Guy. I'm like, to me, I like that song, but I also like this other song they did called Go Get a Job.
There's another band, and I cannot remember the name of the band for the life of me, but they had that song about a butterfly. All you 90s kids would probably know what I'm talking about. Come, my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar, or something like that.
I don't know. There's also many other songs, like you got Ricky Martin's La Vida Loca.
Well, Ricky Martin had a lot of good songs after that.
He did, but people only know who's fucking La Vida Loca for some reason.
He has other songs that were released.
But still, I think it's kind of funny on Family Guy how they were doing a song. At the end of the song, they mentioned Ricky Martin. They Brian's like, I like a classical score, and Stu's like, I like that singer that looks like a whore, and he's like, Ricky Martin? Yes, love him. I'm like, damn. But besides that, there's also you got that what was that one band they sung? It was called was it Boom Boom? Was it Boom Boom Boom?
Macarena is actually considered a one-hit wonder.
You know what's kind of fucked up about Macarena? When they have to look it up what it actually means.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what it means, it's about infidelity.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what it is.
Okay, I am trying to look at this article, and every time I get down to a certain point, it, resets.
Reset?
See?
I don't get it. It's...
Because I have found an article for 70 one-hit wonders from the 90s you probably forgot you knew. This is published June 27th of this year from Cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan, get your shit together, because I can't even read the article without it resetting and then telling me that I can't view it. So, get your shit together. Yeah, see, it did it again. See?
Wait, you said
Cosmopolitan, the magazine Cosmopolitan.
The fucking magazine from the 80s and 90s and shit.
It's still going.
I'm still surprised.
I get physical copies of the damn magazine. I don't even want it.
I'm still surprised they're still running.
I'm paying for it though.
Since people don't read magazines nowadays.
I know. Oh, by the way, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back. That's also a one-hit wonder.
And there's also fucking
Chumbawamba Tum Thumping. That's also a one-hit wonder.
Then you got the was it?
Oh, here we go. I have a list.
All right.
Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back. Right Said Fred, I'm Too Sexy.
Wait, is that the song that says I'm too sexy for my shirt?
I think so. Gerardo Rico Suave. Los Del Rio Macarena. Chumbawamba Tub Thumping. Semisonic Closing Time. That's actually a really good song. Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. I'm just going to skip some of these. Because there's one. New Radicals, You Get What You Give. They actually have, like, another really good song.
Wait, isn't that the song that says, You Got the Music in You?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's a good song.
Redneck's Cotton Eye Joe is also one. Let's see. There is... Oh, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
I saw that. That was hilarious.
Good Vibrations. They're a one-hit wonder. Lou Bega, Mumbo Number 5.
A little bit of Monica on my side.
Billy Ray Cyrus, Achy Breaky Heart. He was a one-hit wonder, and now he's just trying to capitalize off his daughter.
Well, technically, he started in a show called As a Doctor.
Did he?
Yeah, I think it was one of those Christian shows.
Oh. Okay. I don't know. Apparently there was a song by the Divinals called I Touch Myself.
Okay.
And then Tag Team Whoop, there it is.
Whoop, there it is.
But it does not have the song I am looking for. Oh God, I cannot remember the name of the song, but it was like something, it was just, I don't know how to look it up because I don't know the name. I don't remember the name of the band. I don't remember the name of the song. I think it was called Butterfly. And it was like a rock band, and it was like just the one song that ever came out by them. And I cannot remember the name of the band for life.
Well, either way, I know there's another.
If y'all know what I'm talking about, put it down in the comments below.
Well, I do know one more. Trying to think of one more 90s song that was kind of like a one-hit wonder, but I could be wrong. Trying to think, what was it? Besides, no, shit. Fuck, I don't know, remember, but either way, there were some good songs out of the 90s. Hell, I think fucking... Didn't, like, Slipknot came out in the 90s?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
But I'm not
Charlie would know, because Charlie really likes Slipknot.
I'm more of a Nirvana fan.
I mean, Slipknot, though, has a lot of good songs out, so they're not, like, when we talk about one-hit wonders, it's just the one song that they're known for.
I know, like, there was a bunch of songs that people did, but I just can't remember all of them, but, you know, after that, you got, like, a bunch of bands who did make it big, like Backstreet Boys with that, their actually great hit, I Want It That Way.
Yeah, I mean...
That and Backstreet's Back.
NSYNC really hit the scene, too, which we might actually we should probably talk about the Lou Pearlman, documentary that was on YouTube.
Yeah, we can
that Lance Bass from NSYNC produced.
Yeah, we can do that one day.
I've watched it, so it's actually pretty good. And we're getting completely off topic with music. We're talking about music. So, anyways, like I said, that's Sliding Doors. That's basically like the gist of it because there's so much that happens in this movie that it's kind of hard to just keep it all straight and just to really, like, this is something that you have to watch for yourself. If you got Amazon Prime, it is free on Amazon Prime, so go check it out. So next week's hint is Builder. So just Builder. No, we're not talking about Bob the Builder. So no,
Yeah,
we're not doing that.
if it was Bob the Builder, can we fix it? That'd be the quote.
Probably, yeah. Well, can we fix it? Yeah. But yeah, so it's Builder. That's gonna be all on me. So I hope y'all look forward to that. So, like, subscribe, comment below if you know what song I'm talking about, because I cannot for the life of me remember it. If you've seen Sliding Doors, what did you think of it? That type of thing. So, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.